Hola, amigues. I hope everyone's having a good day. I'm actually gonna stand up for 5 seconds and go and get some tea. Hold on, I gotta go fill it up. Give me just like 2 seconds. Okay, it is going. My tea is going. And now I have at least some hydration that will happen. I need to like keep my ear out for the timer though so I don't accidentally do something silly Billy. Okay. I remember what we were doing. I can't hydrate right now. My tea's steeping. I will do that once it's like done and not 40 million degrees though. How you doing, Cal? I remember what I was doing. Oh yeah, I needed to fix the hat. Actually, before I do literally anything else. Because this needs some work. Uh-oh! The Hunger Shakes... Is that like the Hunger Games? Yes. The answer is yes. I actually need to, I realize. Actually, hold on. I know that this looks silly. There we go, that's better. That's better. That was bad. I needed to fix the hat. Hopefully your lunch is good, though. Yeah, we don't like the Hunger Shakes. That's your blood sugar going, what the fuck? There we go. Oh, better. Now, granted, I recognize that this has a little bit of perspective to it. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit. So I'm not going to think about it too hard. That's okay. I'm having some avocado toast. That sounds very nice. I have a bagel in front of me that I need to consume. And will consume eventually. Oh, that's my tea. Okay, hold on. I gotta go make sure it doesn't oversteep because otherwise this will be nasty. Somebody just burnt the snot out of themselves on the kettle, and it was me. It was me all along. Ow. Okay, give me just a second here. Ow. Well, that fucking hurt. That's true, though. Rooibos and Honeybush are both amazing, and you can just leave it in there forever. That is very true. Today I'm having it's called Black Jasmine Song. And it is a black and jasmine combo tea, which is a wild combo. Yeah, no, I need that caffeine. My poor body, I can't drink, fucking, what am I looking for? I can't drink, coffee super effectively because it sends my body directly into space, which is really sad. So tea is like the only thing that I can do, and black tea does that for me. How's everybody doing though? So many fun people in here. Hello and welcome. Hi, Fishy. Okay, so question, is it K-Hat CJ? Is it Cat CJ? What it jittering intensifies? Yeah, no, legitimately I have an out-of-body experience. No, that's so accurate though. I'm like, all of a sudden I'm like dying. So scary. The Black Jasmine isn't my favorite. It's not bad, but it's not the first thing that I grab for. I don't think I like it more than traditional jasmine personally, but it was a very interesting experiment. Also, since there tends to be a bunch of people, there's a bunch of people in here right now. I did want to drop this announcement in here really fast. For anybody who is interested, I'm going to throw this into the Twitch chat. I am going to be launching a Kickstarter on October 7th. So it's about a week-ish, just over a week-ish from today. And I'm going to be launching my second volume of Heaven's Equal, which is very exciting. I'm super stoked about it. And if you'd like to be notified when it launches, you can click this little, like, notify me on launch thing over here. But there's going to be so many very cool stretch goals, things like that. I'm probably going to update the story down here to include more information on what I'm actually giving. I realize I can just copy everything from the story portion over into this description over here, so I'll do that so people can see what kind of rewards and things like that there are going to be associated with the campaign. So, if you're looking for that, this is great. I do need help trying to get this out of here. My goal, and it's a very ambitious one, is to try and have 100 backers on this thing. So I'm going to be doing some very interesting cross-promotional stuff and trying to get this to fly. So if you're interested, or if you know anybody else who might be interested in purchasing a very cool graphic novel, the link is there. Also, too, I'll be posting a clip of this as well to my TikTok and all of that other good stuff, but I did post it into the Discord. I was just interviewed by this really cool channel called The School of Fiction on how to self-publish in 2025. It's just a fun little thing. It's a fun little thing to watch. So if you want to support an indie channel, this guy's an English teacher, and he covers all sorts of stuff. He's a writer himself as well. It was really cool being able to be interviewed. So that was pretty neat. So if you want to check that out, that's over in the Discord, or you can find the School of Fiction channel over on YouTube. All right, now I need to like make sure I'm not doing anything silly. You know what you came here for. Actually, this is wrong. I gotta be very careful. Nice, thank you. I'm very excited about it. It's like, this is probably gonna be, well, one, this is the prettiest Kickstarter I think I've ever done in terms of like setup, but also two, it has some of the coolest rewards I think I've ever included for any Kickstarter campaign I've ever done. I've got a lot of opportunities to be able to do some really amazing stuff with this graphic novel, so I'm stoked. Okay, sorry if there's bagel ASMR. I ate bagel. It was delicious. Okay. I need to make sure that this hat doesn't get messed up. Hats are awful. I, like, absolutely hate them. Whoever decided that we were putting weird stuff on our head is the literal worst. This is too short. Well, and then, like, what is happening here with this perspective, then? Why is this doing this to me? What I might do... Let me see if this looks broken. Yeah, right? It's like, I will put it on my head. Beanies are fine. I can draw beanies all day, but as soon as I have to draw a lipped or a brimmed hat, game over. And, like, baseball caps are fine, too, actually. I find them not really that bad. The geometry is just, like, for some hats, is just absolutely atrocious. And it could have been just that the perspective on my first hat here was just, like, really bad, and that's messing me up for the rest of eternity here. Nope, because then that looks too tall. Oh my god. Well, then it doesn't help me, too, that I effectively have... Well, this needs to actually... Oh, I see what happened. It doesn't help me, too, that I have this hat tilted. Because it would be one thing if it was just flat on his head. But it's not. It's tilted back. And that is really what is doing it for me, too. That's what happened to me when I was drawing Yura's hat as well. Is like I got trapped. Okay, that's helpful. Right? Hide the hat hair. Now Rolo's just he likes the hat. He likes his hat. I get it. I understand. Well, and I need to actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to look at this thing here. Where was it? Let me look at this model again. I'm going to look at it from the side so that way I am fine. I need to actually draw this brim appropriately because actually I think that that's what's screwing me too. It is. And actually, that's probably what got me from this angle as well, is that... Right. I understand. I understand what happened. I just am not... The geometry of this hat is not right. So hold the phone here. Got it. I got it. Oh, that's much better. That's much better. And then this is going to go like this. Hold on. I'm working on it. I got it. Hats are dumb. Thankfully, he's only going to have this hat on him for about 5 total seconds before he does something crazy and, like, phases through a wall or some shit and it, like, falls off. So I won't have to worry about it too bad. Okay, that looks significantly better. Honestly, this is a great hack for anybody who's drawing stuff. If you need perspective on something that you don't have readily available, if you Google the name of your model and then the word Sketchfab after it, it'll take you to this amazing website called Sketchfab where you can find 3D models that people have made for free of certain things. And you can find it, and they are 100% rotatable. This is all just in the browser. You don't even have to download the model. Amazing hack. My teacher showed me that hack in my storyboarding class, and I was like, this changes everything. It literally is, like, the best ever. Okay, I'm actually going to bring this lip of this hat out significantly farther. That way I don't have to die. Alright, there we go. Much better. Well, I'm like, do I want to bring this up? Oh, and then this is where this starts to get awful. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like, I just have to prove to people that I can draw things in 360. And then... Actually, I don't like this too much. Damn it, Rolo. Now let's get rid of this. That's fine. This will work. Animation is awful, guys. I don't even know if I'm going to be going and getting an animation job when I move to Vancouver. I don't even know if that's like a guarantee. I might just run a publishing company instead. Anything is possible. Okay, that was awful. Okay. Now. Move my stuff. Not that. This is fine. I don't know. I don't even know. That's some like soul searching shit that I have to do now. Because I love working on this stuff, don't get me wrong. But also, oh, how did I do these eyes from this side? Hold on. I must open my other reference. Quick! Quick, Brady, where are you? Because I've spent so much time now doing, like, animation work. But that doesn't necessarily mean I have to do anything with it. I don't know. Right. God, simplifying all these shapes down is horrendous. This is fine. Better. This is wild. Do not like this. Mm-hmm. This is rough. But hopefully everybody had a good weekend. I sold at a show. It was a show. That's all I gotta say about it. This needs to go lower a little bit. I didn't hate it, I didn't love it. If I had the choice, I probably wouldn't do it again. And that's okay. It was just very, very slow. Otherwise, I am really close to setting up my publishing company now as well, which I'm going to be making announcements about that all throughout this week. So if anybody is interested in following the socials for my publishing company, let me know. I'll drop those in the chat too. I'm not going to be doing much over there other than sharing like publishing memes and trying to build a more organic audience over there. And that's pretty much going to be the vibe. Not until like 2026 where I will be doing an open call for submissions, and that'll be crazy. It'll be fun. So if you are writing any books and you want to be published by an actual publishing company, keep your eye out for that. I don't need it to pull back that much. We'll do it like this. I love these side profiles because then you can just delete the armhole. This is where this sucks. I don't know why I did this to myself. Okay, so let's see. I am a fool! Okay, actually, it was, whoops, really not that bad. Holy moly. Now that's pretty much it. That's all we see from that side, actually. I'm not really super worried about it. Yeah, right. That's what it feels like. Otherwise, though, not very much is going on. I was having a bad time last week. Yeah, it's almost like having a good processor helps. No, it's true, though. I'm glad. No glitching for you. No lagging. Guess who hasn't thought about what Rolo's tattoos look like on his back? It's me. Yeah, Skyrim is a very render-intensive, like, GPU-intensive game. There is so much fucking going on in the load optimization, and it is really fucking bad, actually. Like, really, really bad. I need to figure out what the fuck I'm putting on his back. I love how I am now just seeing a bunch of Americans getting Russian-inspired prison tattoos without knowing what they fucking mean. That's hilarious. And really fucking stupid. Okay, I don't know what the fuck to put on the back here. Because I don't necessarily want to just, like, put Lenin on his body. That would be funny, though. I'm gonna probably just go with more random art. People sharing AI art. Yeah, it should be. If you don't know what it means, don't get it. Yeah, I feel bad because, like, a lot of these the Russian prison tattoos are really interesting because they say a lot about who you are as a person and also, too, what kinds of crimes that you've committed. But not a lot of them are positive in connotation. You know, so it's not like, I did this thing and I survived and I got battle scars or whatever. A lot of them are like, oh, I did this thing and, now I'm being shamed for doing something. And so if you get like I've been seeing a lot of dudes with the knife through the neck tattoo or like the 2 stars tattoos, and it's like, okay, so you want to tell everybody that you're a snitch and a thief? That's an interesting thing that you want to tell everybody. Like it's just very weird. It's just very weird. I'll do this one. This looks nice. I'm gonna have to think about this later on. I don't even need that much detail back there right now, but I'm gonna have to think about it. Yeah, it's just interesting because every single thing that's on Rollo's body, his sleeves not so much. The sleeves are fine, but like everything that's underneath the shirt, especially the neck and like back and chest, are very like telling for who he is as a person. And a lot of times you're forced to get the tattoos against your will. You're not allowed to like choose. You know, there are like dudes holding you down in the prison cell, like giving you tattoos. You know, it's like it's a very intense thing. Rollo might as well have like a no regrets tattoo on his body, like no regrets. Yeah, and Rollo definitely isn't a bad person, but it's a series of very unfortunate mistakes is the way that I would describe this. And also, too, a lot of Russian extortion. Not to forget that. I should say, truly, to clarify, mob extortion. He's fine. He's just a confused little man. Escape from this prison and live. I just think about all the people too who get their like names in like Chinese or Japanese or Korean on their body, and then somebody just writes poo poo instead. Those are my favorite. That's just so funny to me. Okay, here we go. All right. Honestly, like, I think post Brady, like, if we're talking, like, post the whole series, it's very likely that Rolo would have gone and found somewhere to get his work covered up. I wouldn't be surprised if he spent, you know, a good majority of his time doing, yeah, tattoo removal. Or not removal necessarily, but cover up, definitely. Y'all, why is it that my students wait until midterms to buy the textbook for my class? Why? 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 You know? Why? I just have so many questions. Like, it is halfway through the class. I don't understand. This is too long. Perspective really can screw your whole design if you're not careful. We're all right. I have to do so much grading today and screaming. Midterms are due on Wednesday, and I'm trying to take Tuesday off, and it's like, it's looking like it's not gonna happen to me. I'm like, I just want to be free. I feel like, too, the quality of my students is going down, actually, which is really sad. And I partially blame stress, and I partially blame AI. All right. I'm not going to be boarding these tattoos. I have to just remember that. This is not right. There we go, better. Okay. Easy. Now I need to do this. Otherwise, I'm super stoked. This publishing company hopefully is going to be really good. I'm just really hopeful that people are going to find it, like, useful, you know? I just want people to be able to publish their books and not get scammed. Like, I talked to an author that was at a convention I was at, and she lost like $15,000 to a scam company over book publishing, and it's like, it should not be like that. So that's why I'm trying really hard to get this Kickstarter to go. And I'm actively looking for people. If anybody is interested, it's not like a you have to back the project thing by any means at all. But I'm looking for people effectively who can spread the word. Like in publishing, they call it a street team. But it's a person who can effectively spread the word about the campaign, the Kickstarter, the book launch, like whatever it is. But I'm looking for somebody who would be willing to, or many people who'd be willing to, like, post about the Kickstarter on your social media, post it into your Discord servers, tell your friends about it, like all of those things before the launch. That would be super, super helpful. So if you're interested in doing that, please let me know. Because I would love to be able to get, like, at least 5 backers on the Kickstarter, like, the first day that the Kickstarter is live. If we can even do that, that would be amazing. So if you're interested in helping me out and want to be a part of, like, that street team, that would be super, super, super awesome. In the future, probably I'll offer street team people, like, ebook versions of the book for free for participating and as, like, a thank you. But unfortunately for the comic, I don't have anything like that to, like, offer. Let me go get the stupid hat. . Yeah, because I'll eventually, too, what I have to teach authors as well is how to build this for themselves. You know, so I'm going to be trying to get my own street team together for people's Kickstarters, but they're also going to be responsible for doing this. And also, it looks like I was going to maybe only try and publish 2 books next year, or not next year, in 2027, but I think I'm actually going to try and go for 3. 2 other authors and then 1 for myself. And just kind of let it go. So it's going to provide, hopefully, a lot of really cool opportunities for people. Because I really want to be able to show people that it's like, yes, you can make royalties off of your books. And yes, you know, you can be successful, and it's not going to be scary, you know, like all of these things. Man, drawing this hat from this angle was like the easiest. This was like not bad at all. That was like, the other angles were awful. Give love, love a chance. Why can't we give love, give love, give love, give love? Oh, Freddy. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a really cool thing with Q too. So if you're over in Qwerty Q's stream, I'm going to be giving her effectively a coupon code to download all of my ebooks for free, as well as a thank you for her followers too. So if you want to join in on that, I think that's how this is going to go. Or at least we can hope. No. Oh yeah, I have the ability to do this. You know what's cool? Using the power of symmetry. Boop. Oh my god, I'm so lazy. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, but again, there's no requirements to back the Kickstarter at all. Effectively, what I'll be asking of people is to share a post on the day that it launches, share a post 2 days before the Kickstarter closes, and just talk about why you like me. You know, you don't even have to talk about the comic. You know, it's like what you find valuable about my stream, if you like me as a person, you know, what you like about my work, those kinds of things. And then I'm also going to be sending out a newsletter on the day that it launches. That will be and more information about the Kickstarter itself and why people should back. All that good shit. I'm going to have to really perfect my like techniques and stuff here. And it'll be very cool. And hopefully it'll just work, you know? What I'm hoping, that's what I'm hoping. Is that it will just work. I'm very nervous about it. Running Kickstarters makes me Not necessarily anxious, because I know at this point that I can fund Kickstarter super, super well, and this one's goal is, like, really minimal. So that's fine. It's not about meeting the goal. It's about trying to expand my reach further than what I'm doing currently. And that's really difficult. And trying to build my own platform. I do not like this, Sam I am. Okay, my feet are asleep. This Black Jasmine song is surprisingly well balanced. Ugh. Yeah, hold on. Ew. That's fine. City lights, all those places we went out. Oh, Z. Okay. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. We're making it happen. Okay. Oh my god, I forgot this song was in this playlist. What a classic. What an absolute banger. Alright, now I get to scream. And think about this. Because thankfully it's like mirrored. Wow, this is awful. I did this to myself. This is because I picked a random scene from this book too. I just grabbed a random one. Didn't even think about it. I was like, this will be fun because there's a lot of like action going on. I have regrets. Let me think here. So if this is like the other side of the arm, the hair wraps around the top. Let me see. Stupid Rolo, stupid tattoos. Goes up into the elbow. Like this. I want to go have more of that Ukrainian food. I'm going to need about 40 shots of Horilka after this. Yeah, because if this is the other side of her face, her hair blows around this side. Like this. So that's all her hair. And then I'm just going to do a color right there. I'm not even going to worry about it. And then we have the band. And then we have all the flowers that go around the inside of the band. That'll be red colored. Amazing. Okay, that's pretty much it. All right, actually, this side was somehow way less bad. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, it's done. Wow, holy shit. Oh wait, I need to do one more thing. And that's decapitate Rolo and then do one version without the hat. Silly Billy. I am a silly. Oh my god. It's about time to watch The Labyrinth and cry and think about how my childhood innocence has been completely destroyed. No one can blame you for walking away. True love's addiction and no love injection. It's also about Over the Garden Wall time. It's almost time for that. Oh, nice. Well, I hope you enjoy effectively having sexy time with Karlach, because that's like 90% of the game, to be honest. Or Astarion, depending on what you're in the mood for. Also, it's time for feeding the Snorlax, so get a snack. It is a big-ass fucking game. Godspeed. Daddy, get me out of here. Okay, but, y'all. Did it. Holy shit, that took a lot. Holy moly. Wow, that was crazy. Hold on, I gotta feed my man. Alright, so now I need to work on poses. It's only forever. I'm fine. I'm slowly losing my mind. Alright, what are we feeding the Snorlax today? Mild honey curry. Oh, that's so cute. Snorlax loves his honey curry. This piece of bagel has no blueberries in it. I'm not going to eat it. You can't make me. No one can make me eat the weird naked part of the bagel. Hydrate! Everybody drink water, eat snacks. I'm scooching in. Okay, so let me save this thing out. Drink some tea. Yes. Give me the lifeblood. Amazing. Okay, so now I have to think about poses. Oh yeah, I forgot that we like had this random, let me censor this. We had this random pose that I threw in here that I forgot about. My bad. Let me just cover everything that would potentially flag this system here. I got it. I fixed it. Creeping in my mind. Gotta do to give me butterflies. Alright. I'm just gonna work on just this. And go and figure out if there's any other, like, what am I looking for? I'm not gonna work on any other poses until I finish this, because I have a feeling I'm not gonna finish this on stream today. And if I do, I'm gonna be very surprised. Ugh, I gotta draw this stupid fucking hat. Damn hat. This, like, somehow helps a little bit to be a little bit freer. But it doesn't help 100%. Ugh, gross. Okay. So that's the underside of the hat. That's the back part of the fucking fedora. This thing doesn't go like that. Goes like this. Sure. Oh my god, hats. Oh my god, hats. Stupid fedora. You and your stupid hat, Rolo. Liz also hates this hat, just so everybody is aware. She thinks that this hat is really stupid. Just so everybody's on the same page. That works. Okay. Now I feel like I've drawn him enough from like multiple angles that I can probably figure this out. Okay, so actually this hat was significantly better. Really, my problem is I need to learn how to draw hats well, and I need to do them more often than I actually do, if that makes sense. Because that's my issue, is that I don't do them often enough. Actually, I realize I'm having an issue here. By ear. There we go. Was actually in the wrong spot. Better. The question is how many Heroica shots can Rolo take before he dies? These are questions I asked myself in the middle of the night. I think in the beginning it was like 1. Which is, I guess, technically, all things considered, 2 shots. And then after that, he dies. God, this is just such a different art style than what I'm used to for eyeballs, and I don't know if I like it. But that's okay. Actually, I need to think about where this mouth is going. Because if I have that like that, then I need to go like this. This mustache is going to become very wide, like that. And then like that. And then like this. Ugh. Ooh. God, if Rilla could have a theme song, it's this. It's this exact song. There we go. What a dummy. God, what a dumbass. Actually, no me gusta. You don't want to be alone. And I can tell you it's what you know. But you've known it the whole time. Yeah, you've known it the whole time. I can say it's what you know, but you've known it the whole time. Known it the whole time. I'm gonna have to do some really interesting stuff with his poses to try and figure out to how he's gonna look in different stages as well, because he's got some like crazy SFX shit that goes on here, so I have to like figure that out. Oof, hold on. Now. Now. He's got a broad as fuck chest, though. I love how, as the middle of the day approaches, all of a sudden it gets 1,000,000 degrees in here. Like, the longer that I have my computer on, the temperature slowly goes from being, like, a bearable temperature to, like, 74. And I'm like, fascinating. Let me figure out. I don't even want to draw this stupid lightning. I'm so lazy. Give me it. Give me it. Give me it. Give me this. Just fine. Oh, and I'm gonna have to work on color too. Okay, no students freaking out. I stretched. Okay. Okay, here we go. Everybody should stretch, though, actually, because it's just one of those things. We're going to at least have some health. We need health. Health or something. Did I do anything with the belt? I did. I was like, I couldn't remember if I put like what the belt clasp thing, but I did. I need a massage really, really bad. Sitting in this chair is slowly killing me. I wish that I had health insurance, but as a part-time employee, I don't. Not insurance that covers fucking massages anyway. I really want to sig-a-zig. Nice. Okay, this is actually coming together. Look at his skinty ass little arms. They're so funny. Unlike me too. My little tiny fucking wrists. I'm really happy with how I stylize hands now. I'm figuring it out. Okay. Here we go. Looking good. Now we gotta go over here. I love the contrapposto on this pose. It's really good. I had to bend the fuck out of his body to get it here, though. Whoop. Whoop. Yoop. Okay. I would like... Hold on. I had it in here. Oh no. Okay, I found it. Never mind, we're okay. Oh, wait, that's not what I want. It's Andrew Loomis, though. That's what I want. I would like clothing folds and creases. Okay, let me go figure out where the fuck upper limb, lower limb is page 73. Hold on. I'm gonna figure it out. Where the fuck is it? 73. God, these pants are so baggy. Like, I understand. When these books were made, they were unfortunately made in the 90s. So everybody's wearing fucking Janko jeans. Okay, and then these are shoes. Okay, hold on. All right, so what I need to find, where's the tension point? There's one. So then that means that there's a tension point that goes like this. And then there's a tension point here, which means that goes like this. And then goes like that. And then it goes down. Yes, okay, much better. This Morpho book is literally the fucking savior of man. I'm gonna actually bring this down just a touch a little bit more. Like that. There we go. There we go. All right, and so then that's the tension point there. And I don't really feel like it needs that much crazy shit here. Because this leg is straight for the most part. It is the straightest thing about him. Brilliant. That helps a lot. Okay, now let me fix the, hold on, we're gonna back it up and let me fix the shirt. And these are great for t-shirts that are not fitted, but what happens when they are? This is going down. That's fine. This is fine. That's fine. It's mostly just this fucking sleeve. Was that really it? Hold on, I'm gonna look at other shit. Because where is the tension point? It's still here. 2, 3. I understand. Okay, I think that's fixed it. Okay. love his little ankles too. His little cankles. Like me too. He doesn't know. He doesn't know any better. Oh my god. Okay, watch. Shoe. Amazing. All right, so that looks good in terms of actual anatomy and clothing. I don't hate the style. I don't hate it. I feel like this was actually a really great study in drapery too. These pants are maybe the best pants I've ever drawn. Here we are. Okay, so now I need tattoos, but I'm going to actually do... Nah, I should just do it. I'm just going to have to move this son of a bitch back. Well, nah, just kidding. I'm going to move this bad boy here. I am going to do this on a new layer, though. Mr. Man has entered full relaxation mode. Why? Why? He has flipped upside down, is almost falling off of the sushi, and he is has one leg extended fully out to the point where it is almost completely stretched. But most importantly, his head is twisted in such a way that he is effectively like fully fucking upside down. He has fully entered the death zone. Like, to the point where you'd be like, is this cat dead? Is it okay? He's fine. He has become one with the swoosh. Right, and then I need... This is rough upside down. Guess what? He doesn't have any on his elbow. Bet you wouldn't have figured that. That hurts like a bitch. The chest tattoo that I got was the worst shit on the whole planet, actually. I'm so thin and I have no ribs. Or no body fat protecting my fucking ribs, so it was effectively just pain. I think I'm all good on tattoos now, and I can safely say that I am complete. I have done it. Okay, so there's that. If you wanted it. Okay. 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 Let's see. I'm going to actually put him over here because that way that'll be more balanced. Stretch! Oh, I'm going to be uploading all of the Betrayer's Blade, new Betrayer's Blade stuff today to Ko-fi. Speaking of the Ko-fi message, that just popped into the chat. If anybody wants to pay $1 to get new Betrayer's Blade and then also make Benny suffer. It's almost to the end of the book, actually. We're almost there. Which is pretty cool. Okay, so now this is where this gets tricky. Is that I need to actually think about what his colors are going to look like. So blue is going to be the overarching theme here. So I think I'm actually going to take the same color from Brady's sheet for the jeans and give him the same color jeans. Let's see. Where is the... There should be like a texture. There it is. Hi, Simon! I have a test about game character design coming up. Do you know where I can get a source reference for animation or just drawing in general? Definitely. That's a really broad question, though, because there are books and tutorials and resources on pretty much anything and everything, and so I would probably need like more direction on what exactly you're looking for. Like, what about game character design? Is it more about the psychology of games? Is it character concept art? Is it animation? Is it modeling? Is it rigging? You know what I'm saying? Like there are so many different pieces to the whole thing that I would need a little bit more of a specific direction. But then I could probably definitely think about resources for that. There's loads of them out there. Whoops. Okay, because I like these jeans. And I know... that these shoes are white. But also, that is very cool that you have a test about that specifically. That is pretty sweet. Do I want him to have naked ankles? I don't think so. I'm thinking it's also probably this too, but I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I'm gonna have to think about that. I don't know why. Let's see. I have to see if this is like teal enough, you know, if that makes sense. Because that ties into, we got blue, orange, I'm wondering if... Well, and he's going to have some green on him. I just have to actually watch out for this. Hold on. Actually, let me get this open too. It's just the art and animation stuff. For art, I mostly do tracing, passing requirements as to, I see, invent 3 or 4 characters and have general concepts for them. I see, it's plugging them in an app and making them move is what's bugging me. Yeah, so I don't know nothing about that. I don't know anything about the actual, like I did some animation and things like that back in the good old days, but it's been a long time since I've done any kind of animation. In terms of coming up with characters, the books that I would recommend, if I could recommend any book right now, it would be, what is the group? What is it called? Character design. Yeah, character design references. Yeah, this is them. Okay, so then, let me go to their website really quick. Where is it? This thing. So, this group is amazing. Let me go ahead and give you the link to their website really fast. These guys are called this is character design references, but It's a collection of a bunch of different artists, and they have art, interviews, they have a community, they have a visual library about like character anatomy. So you can go here and check out character anatomy boards, how to have good character ratios, bones, organs, what the male versus female looks like, how to paint skin, like literally anything you could possibly ever need for doing, especially 2D character animation, but this applies to literally everything. They also have character design boards. So this is going to look at like, okay, how do you create character turnarounds, lineups, what like because this is what I'm working on right now. For example, is like pose sheets. So this is Michael from Disney's Peter Pan. So this is really cool. You can see how they do all of those things. So this can give you some good like idea of how to like do that. Of course, they have. Let me see. Where is their? Do they have a book? I know I have a book on my shelf that I bought from them that is amazing. Give me just a second. I'll be right back to figure out what the title of this book is. Hold on. All right. So it's this one. This is Creating Stylized Characters by 3D Total Publishing. I believe that you can buy it on Amazon, but it effectively contains everything that the website does, but to an nth degree. This was effectively what my visual development portfolio was, or my degree was. But it breaks it down in a really great way in terms of silhouette. How to have a character with good shape design. I love this guy. His triangle designs are phenomenal. Really good stuff. But you can also find all of that on their website. You don't necessarily need to buy that book. I just prefer having like physical references if I can. So again, that's Creating Stylized Characters by 3D Total Publishing. Let me see if I can find that link. Yes. This bad boy. So if you want to grab that, that is this book. But again, yeah, there's one resource. That first link is a website and you don't have to pay anything for it. The second one is going to be this book, which runs for about $35. This is probably one of the most valuable books I think I've ever purchased. But I'm actually going to take a quick break. I'm going to be right back. Give me about like 3 seconds. Okay, I have returned. Okay, thank you so much. My class is just entry level, so we're not going too deep into the anatomy stuff. I think we just stop at knowing how they are created and the general process of making a character. Yeah, totally. Yeah, and they have everything on that website from beginner stuff to like really advanced stuff. I would say my main thing that I would emphasize for any character design class is learning and understanding shape design, especially for animation. And so it's knowing square, triangle, circle, and how those three things impact characters. So for example, for Brady, he's a combination of a circle and a square. Kara is also, she's more circle, and then Dimitri is a square. He's got lots of square shapes on him, versus Rolo is a triangle. Things like that. So knowing how that works, but also square too. He's got that Taurus bullheadedness. So having those present in the designs are good. But that is interesting, though, that you're taking that kind of a class for your degree. That is very weird. It may help with, like, some graphic design stuff in the future, but I don't imagine that that would be, like, hugely important. Oh, I think Jace might have just come home. Tatsu just lifted his head up. See me, do you see me now? Okay, there we go. But yeah, those honestly are good references for anybody in this stream, truly, who's working on character design and stuff. Like, they're really good. It's very rare that I actually buy books because I'm like, I don't feel like they're often that good. But that one in particular is like, I wish it was like a textbook for my students, because it's honestly so good. Do I want to just have him have naked ankles? I think that's what's gonna happen here. Oh, yep, Jace is home. Tatsu is the alarm clock. Yeah, it leans more on marketing. That makes sense, yeah, because it's like, yeah, multimedia. Yeah, and communication. That makes sense. That makes sense. Learn coding, drawing, and animation. Oh, no, it makes sense, because, like, what might happen, and I think, Simon, the reason that they have you learn those skills is because if you get, like, a client, for example, who wants a very complicated website, for example, or if you're doing multimedia stuff for corporate presentations, events, those kinds of things, you will need to know probably some coding and some animation. I've been finding that there are even concept art degree, or like concept art jobs, I should say, that are for, I guess, like big corporations who do these kinds of events all the time, and they are looking for people who can animate or do concept art for their events, which is very weird. And it makes sense, but also, what? You know, just what? I'm gonna probably freak Photoshop out, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. I don't want to have too many things open. Yeah, because you'd be surprised how many people want fancy animations and custom websites. The answer is a lot. The average client is very familiar with effectively like Wix templates, and that's pretty much it. I forgot his face. I don't know why I just turned into Kermit the Frog just then. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it sounds good in theory, but in reality, all they teach is outdated or entry level. No, so valid. Yeah, you'll pick these skills up as you go. Are you in an undergraduate degree? Because if that's the case, honestly, I feel like a lot of the skills they teach in undergrad, regardless of what field you're in, tend to be that way, where it is very much all super outdated stuff. That happened to me as well. It was just a bunch of random information. Not very helpful, outdated software. My graduate program was much better for that kind of stuff, just overall. On the plus side, Rolo doesn't look dead if you don't look super hard at him. Does that make sense? Like, if you just kind of... If you just kind of ignore it, he looks fine. He's fine. Totally fine. Oops. Yeah, to be honest, too, in like a gig economy, if your client asks if you can do something, just say yes and learn it on the fly. That's like my greatest advice to anybody working for like working freelance just in general. If they ask if you can do it, say yes and then learn, figure it out later. Lie out your teeth. They teach us to print photos on CDs. Actually, believe it or not, a lot. Believe it or not, there are a lot of people who still use CDs. Mostly for audiobooks. I wouldn't probably print photos on CD anymore. But actually, my dad, who ran a photography business and still runs a photography business, he's been running it since 1986. Yeah. He, for a long time, offered people both the option to receive their finished photos for their kids on either CD or via email. And there were a lot of parents, especially if they had a good chunk of children, like, say, like 3-4 kids, they would opt for CDs most of the time. Because people will accidentally lose their emails, and CDs are cheaper than flash drives. And a lot of people don't know how to use, like, Dropbox, believe it or not. Like, that's kind of a thing. They have no idea how to even operate those things. Especially if they don't have access to a computer. A physical CD is a lot safer for a lot of people. Yeah, my dad gives all of the yearbook files, yearbook photos, formatted group pictures, all of those things on CD still to schools, all the schools he works for. It's very rare, but it's still out there. Oh, I need to call neurology. I need to do that today. Oh, this is actually that message. Yep. Yeah, it really depends. It's such a specific case-by-case thing. And it really depends on who you're working for and what field that you're in. But you're right. It's less and less common. And I think as we get into, like, more into the future where more people have access to stuff, like, here in the States, what's important to remember, too, is that I'm speaking really on my experience in the United States, is that not everybody here has a computer. It is very common, especially for people in schools who are very low income. We have a lot of immigrants from Central America and all over the world, but mostly Central and South America. And a lot of people are too poor to afford any kind of computer at all. And so they don't have the ability to download their files and save them onto like a personal computer or even onto their phone, because their phones are like I don't want to call them burner phones, but they're like pay as you go, very cheap flip phones, or not smartphones, effectively is the word that I'm looking for. And so having that physical CD for the moment when they get their computer is really important for them, because otherwise they don't have anywhere to store the data. Let me see. Hold on. I have to like go and tell this lady when I can. Okay, let me see. Gotta get this doctor's appointment scheduled. I'm fine. Okay, so this is looking good. Let me see. I'm gonna do a new layer here. And I need to do like a dark blue. Lock this down. Yeah, I would definitely say it's like very rare. You're not gonna really see. Yeah, CDs super commonly. It really depends. If you're working for corporations, you'll probably never see them at all. Want these tattoos to be a little bit faded, so I'm gonna pull. They were prison tattoos, they're not gonna look that great. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna keep this up. I should have grabbed this. Let me get all these here. Yeah, I think the worst part for me about my first animation degree that I got was that it was a lot of using software and techniques that were not current in the industry at all. And so it was getting to the point where people were having to go out on their own and learn how to get the right animation software, the right texturing software, because people weren't using textures and like bitmaps anymore. Or not bitmaps, bump maps, AO, all that stuff. And like AO and baking is still used, but like people were switching over to materials. And it was like a completely different situation. And it was awkward because we had to like effectively teach ourselves. Like as soon as Substance Painter came out, I had to like literally learn that shit from scratch. And I was like, this is cool. I love teaching myself skills at a school where I'm supposed to be like, you know, paying thousands of dollars to learn this. Really lame. Things do get better when you get into grad programs if you're interested in doing any kind of grad school, you know. Yeah, true. Well, and also too, like I don't know, I got the degree, nobody will hire me. It's rough. The animation industry is crazy. I'm sure media communications will be much 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 better for you. It's more broadly applicable. And you can get into a bunch of different fields that way too. I am sad that this song didn't win Eurovision, because it should have. Not just kidding, JJ did great. Okay, that's pretty good. Amazing. Actually, so let me go ahead and get in here. I'm actually going to open up the other stuff here. Okay, that's the blushy, so let's get that going. Let me do this. And then we're going to go like this. I need to have like multiple modes for him. Well, and I'm almost wondering too. I'm gonna do something kind of creative here. Let me see. Well, and actually, I'm wondering too. Hold on, we're gonna do something fun. This is just, we're gonna go really stylized in a way that I didn't think I was going to. Could be interesting. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Hello? Oh, this is the wrong layer. I'm a fool. I want to be able to control this. Hi, Gamby. How are you? Hope you're having a great day. Okay, but that's actually kind of fun. Okay, actually, wait, I love that. I'm in love. All right. Unless there's like one more piece that I want to do here. This is just kind of... yeah, kind of fun. Nice. You're free from work. You did it. I love that. that's my lineup. I want this. I do not want to grade today. Not at all. No, I do not. What am I looking for? Not that. Character sheets. Okay. Yeah, we are working on some cool stuff. Actually, if anybody is interested, I'll go ahead and repost this information or re-talk about it really quick since there's a couple new people in chat. I'm launching my next Kickstarter on October 7th, and it is for the second volume of my webcomic. So if you're interested in getting a physical copy of the webcomic, that's going to be available here with a bunch of really cool stuff. You can get the first issue and the second issue through this Kickstarter, along with a bunch of exclusive rewards, stickers, tea, all of that good stuff. So if you're interested in that, let me know, and I can post the link again. But that'll be, yeah, October 7th is when that's going to launch. You can hit this notify me on launch button, and it will let you know when the Kickstarter is live. So if anybody wants to help make this thing live, that would be amazing. Let me know if you need that linky. Come on, Photoshop. Oh, I did not do anything on the face, actually. Just under the nose, maybe. I'll do a little bit there, but otherwise, nothing inside the ear. I do not, this like shading technique is like so, like this style just in general is so new to me that I don't even know what I'm doing. All right. Cool. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this has been very weird trying to simplify my art style down for animation, because my thinking is this, it's either going to be 2D or it would be 3D with a 2D look. So I have to, no matter what, make sure this is really, really, really simple for animators versus doing concept art for games. You can be as detailed as you want, and it doesn't matter because overall the actual models can have as much detail as you want them to, which is great. But then for animation, you gotta be like really precise. Are you having fun in Baldur's Gate Hell at least? Have you kissed a Mind Flayer yet? I love this teal on him. He looks great in teal. It's at 7% down. Oh my god. Yeah, I told you it's huge. I had to literally walk away and just let it go. I didn't even fuck around with like waiting for it to load. Like it was just I was like that's fine. I'll just wait for it. I did something else. I like the brown blush instead of the regular blush. It adds like a very like grungy texture to everything, or like a nice grungy dark color to everything. Surprisingly effective for dead skin. I like it. Yep, never do it. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it definitely is not doing you any favors, probably, too, that they patched it like 18 times since it came out. Probably more than that. So when I first downloaded it, it wasn't really that bad because it was still a very new game. It was like brand new. Little girl gone got a gun from a gangster. Run, little girl, faster. Ankles. Ankles. Ah, his little tiny ankles. Alright. Ankles. Okay, so now that's that layer. And then now I gotta go to this next one, which is multiply at 70 also. Multiply 70. Okay. I need this to just be in the darkness. Welcome to darkness. And then this, oh, I'm probably gonna have to fill the arm in again. Gentle. Fill that back in. These are the best pants I have ever done. I'm never gonna come back from this. I'm never gonna recover. Okay, that's pretty much it. This is like, it's very simple. All right. What is this? What am I looking at here? Hair shinies. Oh, also too, I think, well, soft light at 100%. Let's see, soft light. I don't know if this is going to show up on his hair. Yep, that's what I thought. Normal at 100, and that's just white straight up. Let's do that. White. Looks pretty good. Hydrate. Everybody drink some kind of water or something. Don't dehydrate. And stretch. Do we have a self-care combo? Sit up straight. We do. Self-care combo. Don't die. Oh, I popped my back so much. That was insane. That was a lot. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking that instead of doing this way, I'm actually going to do it like this. So let me actually, I'm going to get rid of this because I don't like that. I'm trying to figure out how to do this in a way that doesn't look like garbage. Not like that. We're going to figure it out. And I think it's just giving it some shape. There, that's better. Okay, so now lines. On the beam. Why? What are you? Okay, there we go. If I can get through this pose today, I'm gonna be very happy. Actually, I'm going to leave that alone. There we go. And then let me go down to his cankles. Nakey kanky. All right, great. And then I am going to do this logo. I gotta be careful. Just the logo, not the folds. Nice. And then let me go back over here because I'm going to snatch this color for all of the metal. Here we go. Brilliant. And then let's do... Hello? Hello? Then I'm gonna have to do the hat. And I think that's gonna be the last of it there. Oh, and his eyes. And actually, I think I'm gonna have Rollo be pupilless. So I should go back into the turnaround. Well, nah. I need to draw the pupils in, but I think the pupils are gonna be shaded in a special way, so that way they're extra, like, spooky looking. They're, like, glowy looking. He's fine. So now let me lock this back down. We're gonna go really dark with this. Actually, do we want to go dark or do we want to go really light? Oh, that's the question, because this could be really cool. I think that's actually the answer. That is very cool. Neat. Okay. Now what is this? What are we looking at here? That's his eye color. Okay, we got a new layer that's got light white shinies on it. Earrings. Let's see. And then we got this paper texture over everything now. And then we're done. And we finished just in time. Oh, wait. The lines. Hat. Almost forgot. Don't forget the hat. Mr. Man has such old man energy, and I love that for him. He's so cute. He doesn't know. Okay, great. Now let me add, let's see, open. And then I'm going to go art, tutorials, textures. And I think it was this one. Yes. Drag this over here. And then this is the last one. So that means the character lineup will be done. Okay, what is the divide? Nice, adds a little bit of texture. Save, and then we are fucking done with that. All right, amazing. Amazing, amazing. So we got done with the turnaround, and we got done with the... Oh, this is not the one that we want on this layer. Turnaround is complete, and this pose posing is done, or at least this one pose. So now let's drag this over into the lineup. Because he's actually, believe it or not, shorter than Dimitri. What a time to be alive. Or dead, in this case. So let me actually do some quick math here. Okay, so he goes up to Dimitri's... Not Dimitri being like actual Dottie Freyer over here where he's just so fucking tall. Alright. Let me make sure... Whoops. My bad. Let's see. Let me make sure this is actually accurate because I need the toes of these figures to line up here. Hello? Come on, Photoshop, please. And he's leaning back a little bit, so actually Rollo's going to go a little bit down. Just a little bit. Okay, and then let me make sure everybody's toes line up here, because it looks like Brady and Kara are actually a little bit down, which means that they need to be shrunk just a touch. Okay, brilliant. Now I kind of want to put... Where is the center? Hello? What is happening to me here? That's the center. Now let me go one more layer below this, and I'm gonna grab from this color pal here. I'm gonna grab this, turn this off. I'd really like to be able to give them some shadow on the ground here, so that way I'm not like losing my weight here. And at some point I don't know, I guess actually this is probably done, really. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so that's all of them. We did it. I want something cool in the background here, and I don't know what it's going to be. Because part of me wants, like... something that just breaks the form back there. I'd really like that. Yeah, nice. Not bad. Okay, so the lineup is done. Rollo's main pose is done, and his turnaround is done. So once that's good, let me actually save this out to... Oops. That means that next time, I'm probably not going to be working on this because I have a bunch of commissions to do. So that's going to be like next month is like, oops, all commissions. So that's cool. I'm very excited about that. I get to do Goose's raffle piece and then some artwork for Hey You, and then probably Tess's artwork as well if I get around to that, which is great. So we can look forward to that next week. Otherwise, I won't be back on Tuesday again. I'm not going to come back tomorrow because I'm still taking breaks from all the events that I'm doing. And overall, then that means that it's just more Heaven's Equal at the end of this week. And I'm going to be just like talking more about the comic, what it looks like, how that's going to go. I'm going to be ordering another proof because I fucked up the spine. I was so confident. I was wrong. I was wrong. But pretty cool. I'm very excited about it. So, thank you everybody who hung out. And again, don't forget that the Kickstarter launches on October 7th. I would love it if you, even if you can't pledge, please spread the word to people. Post on social media if you can about it when it launches. Share the link to the Kickstarter. Spreading it to other people is literally more effective than backing. And that's not even an exaggeration because it shares it with other people who can potentially back it if at all possible, and new people who don't know who I am. So I hope that the campaign goes well. I'm very excited about it. And I hope that you all enjoy the comic too, because the inside of this thing is sexy. Let me tell you, it is. The art inside is just like I can't even believe it. It looks so much better than the last volume. It's absolutely insane. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. I got other stuff to do, regular work to do today. I hope everybody's got or has a good rest of your day, and I will see you on Wednesday. Bye bye.